What it do, what it do, what it do. We are back. It is Tuesday, chat. Welcome to the morning show. Oh, man. Well, what a hectic morning. What a hectic morning it has been, chat. Sometimes you gotta slow things down. You know what I mean? So, was driving this morning to take my daughter to daycare, chat, and there was a fatal accident, crazy pileup of traffic. So you got to put things in perspective, man, right? Sometimes it's kind of you got to take time to appreciate life, chat. I don't mean to be deep here, kind of starting off the show, but somebody passed away. So yeah, crazy pileup, crazy backup on traffic this morning. Cray, little Ray, guys. So condolences to that family of that person that passed away. So it's crazy, man. But needless to say, yeah, I mean, we are back. You know the vibe. So welcome to the morning show. Lena, when is Patrick? Where is Patrick? When is he gone? Come back. Yeah, he's coming back next week. So you got PW back next week, rocking out, sounds like, with Lucas, BDH West Coast. So that is correct, Demondo. DMONEY will not be streaming next week. I will be creating content and getting some things done. But welcome to the morning show. There it is. Who do we have? Some of the first commenters on the stream. Big Brawley, man. Oh, man. The chat. See, I mean, like, why is this? Why is Big Brawley, man, in here? That is very... I mean, can we give him a timeout just for good measure here, chat? We gave Big Brawley, man, a 60-second timeout. You got to do better. Just you know, the picture alone, I think that grants a timeout for Big Brawley, man. We can't have him getting willy-nilly in here, chat, this early. So very strange that he decided to put that comment in there right at the start of the stream. So Norton Trades, we're back like we never left. That is correct, Amondo. We are back. Welcome to the morning show. So you got Wiz in the house, the rich girls always. What it do? Tim Murray, good morning. Sophia's in the house. Okay. All right. Oh, man. Foothill Futures. Crypto Plumber 1. That is quite the hilarious username there. Got Comrade in the house. David Crypto. So SoFlo Trader, he's in South Florida. Good morning, DMONEY. What it do. So dang, a time out before the market open. That is correct, Amondo Arthur. If you know Big Brawly Man's history, you will know why DMONEY did not hesitate to give him the timeout. So oh man, well, we are back, chat. And yeah, I mean, cray with little Ray. It is pre-CPI day, right? Tomorrow is CPI print. So currently right now price is sitting here 29,847, right? So let me take these levels off here, guys, because they're not accurate, right? So all right, so 29,848 now. We're going to go ahead and map out yesterday's daily candle range. We had a lot of chop yesterday, right? Is that going to continue today, chat? I'm not sure, right? To be honest, it could. I got low expectations kind of heading into the session only because of yesterday's kind of price action. So, and it's the day before, CPI. So will we get some decent price action? I'm not sure. 29,984 was yesterday's daily candle high. So 984. You kind of, yeah. And then you got yesterday's daily candle low. Sitting there at 29,718.75. So 718.75. All right, so that's yesterday's daily candle high and low mapped out here, chat. Right, so we're currently inside of yesterday's daily candle range. Is that going to result in some consolidation here, some more chop? There is a possibility. So we will find out either way, right? So now what I do see, unlike yesterday, we're kind of hanging out so far above the 14 EMA, chat. Now we will see as we get closer to the market open how that plays, right? Because a lot of times if we're kind of close to the EMAs, what I've noticed, first 5 minute kind of candle, right, pushes up, takes out the current previous candle's high, which will put us above 850, and then we get the expansion up here towards 900, right, or higher. So kind of interesting that we're kind of feel like we're kind of building up something here, right? There's something kind of building. It obviously is consolidation in a range, but if we go to the 1 hour chart, you got a big old range from yesterday, guys. We're still in it. We are literally still chopping inside of a big old range. So just be aware that there is a big old range that we are kind of chopping in. So nothing to see here today. Yeah, it looks, I mean, just for giggles, Chad, if you want to map out, let's do this really quick. We'll take it off because we're going to the market open, but map out from 9 o'clock yesterday to now, and this is the range, all right, that we've literally been kind of hanging out in, chat. 230 point range. So what's gonna happen here? We will find out. Yesterday we had a lot of chop at the open, right? Kind of choppy market open. So today we will see how this plays. So if you haven't already, guys, do me a solid, hit the like button. If you're not subscribed to the channel, you know what to do. We out here trying to make a little money. So you got Denny Dollars. If you didn't hear the news, if you did not hear the news, chat, Me and Denny are in a battle right now. It is very. You got Diddy Dollars loves to make you holler. We will be battling out for day number 2. Of the showdown here. So there it is. We will be battling it out here, chat. Day number 2 today. Denny down. I gotta check their credentials. We're gonna check that in a little bit. Don't you worry, guys. But you got day number 2 here. So today is gonna be the same, right? So I'll be rocking out 9 to 12:30. Come back 2 to 4 with Denny Dollars loves the holler. So make no mistake about it. You want to be tuned in for that. Patrick Wynn. Yeah, Patrick. PW is back next week. You got PW back next week, chat. So PW is working on the BDH West Coast, currently constructing. If you haven't seen his page recently, I think he actually commented on this, so I can probably pull it up through this. But he's currently working on the BDH West Coast. Starting to do some construction. He got some stuff going on, all the computers and the space coming together. Thing's gonna be sick. So BDH West Coast is in full effect here. So he's working on that this week. You got PW back next week. It sounds like with Lucas. Ginger is actually out there in Cali right now. So Ginger left the elbow room and got on a Ginger left the elbow room on Saturday, chat. Got on the jet and headed out to California. So there it is. So yeah, PW will be back next week, guys. Rocking out, sounds like, with Lucas. And I will not be streaming next week. So I will be creating some content, chat, and I will be heading out for some time off. So there it is. All right, so we're gonna drop a poll here. We want to see how you guys are kind of feeling going into market open. I mean, yesterday was a chop fest. I mean, there's no other way to say it, right? We had I think the first trade yesterday was a losing trade. Then we had a couple winners back to back, and then we had a whole bunch of chop basically the rest of the session. And yesterday afternoon was a chop fest all day. So looking forward to your videos. I've been going back and watching your streams. Good stuff. Hey, I appreciate that. I really appreciate the support. I don't take it for granted, guys. So yeah, PW posted that yesterday, right? So it sounds like there is, if you looked at his X posts yesterday, he literally said on there, as the BDH continues to grow and we add more traders to the crew, we will be posting their content to the BDH YouTube. So this is a new page, guys, right, where content's going to be uploaded. So make sure you are subscribed to that page. Right now we got 145 subscribers. It's BDH Trading is the channel there. So there it is. We're going to drop a poll, see how you guys are feeling kind of going in the market open. Like I said, I got low expectations, guys, just because it's pre-CPI. I mean, maybe we get some volatility, we get lucky here, right? And there's a crazy move. So we'll drop a poll, see how you guys are feeling. All right, get your vote in. We just dropped the poll there. We'll see how you guys are feeling. Right now, you got Apex, guys. You're running out of time on the legacy accounts. So right now, $59 intraday trailing drawdown account, 100K. All accounts are 90% off using the code PW. We got you covered. So you got 3 options for the poll, right? Pumpers, dumpers, or pork chop city. So right now you got 34% of the chat. I feel like it's going to be pork chop city at the open. So we will find out. But yeah, I mean, that's what I'm kind of seeing here, chat, right? I mean, it's consolidation range, large range. I am kind of watching that 5-minute chart. As we get closer to open, right, I'll kind of zero in on that to see if we're kind of like in a tight range and then we pop a high, right? You might get more upside. So we'll see as we get a little closer, chat. Rack City. Oh, man. It's crazy. But yeah, me and Denny are rocking it out, chat. We'll be battling this afternoon, 3 to 4. So we stream 2 to 4, but the battle is at 3, right? Power hour. And we got a 25K account. Max account size is 2 minis. Let me see if I can find that real quick. On the Legends. So shout out to Legends for providing the accounts. Send me a 2-factor email. Check this real quick. All right, there it is. So put that code 695 848 tournament. All right, so this is right now we're both down, chat, right? So this is the Legends tournament. Got chopped up yesterday in the afternoon, right? Denny Dollars was winning, and he is down $1,846. So we literally locked those accounts, so we'll be rocking those out this afternoon. Make sure you're tuned in to the show. So with Denny Dollars, loves the holler. So right now we got 2,000 plus people kind of rocking out here, guys. We're gonna ramp up here in the next 10-15 minutes. We had 4,300 people rocking out yesterday. So if you haven't already, do me a solid, hit the like button. If you're not subscribed to the channel, you know what to do. That is correct, Demondo. So all right, well, we should do a BDH tournament. Yeah, we've done, PW has hosted, so I'm sure, I mean, he did the Legends tournament. That was all influencers though, right? So he will be, you know, maybe down the line we'll have where you guys are able to get involved. So you got Tradify accounts right now, chat, 40% off bundle and save 5-pack, right? Using the code PW. I did a podcast with Tradify TV. They got a podcast series called Funded, chat. So you guys have probably seen some of that. And there's an episode coming out that I actually did a while back. So that'll be coming out pretty soon. So somebody said bazooka incoming. We're gonna find out. I'm moving to the same building as you a week before. What? DMONEY, I'm moving into the same building as you a week before. Looking forward to sipping on some rum and punch. Saying eating corn dogs by the pool with you. Yeah, that is very strange. and you will not be moving in the same building. I have not released the name of the building that I'm moving in, so you don't know where I'm moving, but we will happily give you a timeout for the strange violation of DMONEY before 9:30. So that is very strange, chat, right? This is the kind of stuff that DMONEY is talking about, and obviously he's a guy, so we're gonna give him a 60 set. You got to do better, right? Just do better. Like, very strange. Give me 1 second here, chat. Oh man. Guys, let me put that in the chat, because we've had people that keep coming in saying the same thing, right? So PW is out this week, chat. He will not be streaming this week. I'm gonna pin that. Because people don't know, right? They're kind of coming in. So I'm going to pin it so you guys will see it. PW will be back next week, chat. So he's working on the BDH West Coast. So if you follow him on X, which you should be following him on X, you will see the construction kind of underway there. So he'll be back next week. Sounds like with Lucas, he's busy chipping away at the construction of the BDH West Coast. So you got DMONEY and you got Denny Dollars makes you holler. So we're on the West Coast, California. So yeah. All right, we'll give you about 40 seconds, guys. Get your vote in. We'll let this 5-minute candle kind of close out. Getting ready for market open. We're gonna ramp up here, make no mistake about it. In the next few minutes or so. Jerome will open the BDH at the ghetto. Yeah, well, tell Jerome good luck with that, because that'll be all right, you got about 5 minutes here. We're gonna finalize the poll, chat. We got a decent sample size. I wanted about 800. We'll give you about a minute or so. Get your vote in, guys. I wanted about 800 votes. Right now we got 650, so we'll give you about 60 seconds to get your vote in. Pumpers, dumpers, or Pork Chop City. So kind of ranging, stuck in a range. We got the daily levels mapped out. This is the 4-hour chart, and you can kind of see how, I mean, it just stuck. Turn this up a little bit, guys. Give me 1 second. It's a little bit too low, I think. D, say hi to my wife, Riggs. Would you? Riggs, hello. How are you? Welcome to the morning show. You gotta love it. So we're getting ready. Don't you worry. We're getting ready, chat. What's gonna happen, we don't know, but we are getting ready for market open here. Waiting for, all right, there it is. We got about 813 votes, so we will finalize that poll. You'll see the results coming through the chat right now, chat, right? It kind of scroll up on you, so you'll see the final results there. 47% pumpers, 28% dumpers. Sorry, 28% Pork Chop City, 25% dumpers. There it is. So PW posted subscribe to the new BDH channel. That is correct, Amando. We kind of covered that already, chat. Showed you guys the post that PW had on his X post in regards to it. So we're going to be dropping content. Make no mistake about it. And you want to make sure that you're locked in. We get a lot of people coming on the channel, or regular people that tune in every day. They are requesting content in regards to strategy, mental, all that stuff, thought process. And make no mistake about it, that will be posted on that page. So you guys want to make sure you are following and subscribed. You know the vibes. Black, is it Black Blue Bud Hand? D-Money, what's up, brother? Hey, what up? What it do? What it do? Lamb Chop City way better. Oh man. All right, we got a minute and 55 seconds, chat, and we're just we're stuck in a big old range here, getting ready for this thing to kind of open up. So we will see how it plays. 15-minute candle. I mean, you like that bottom wick that was put in here, 15-minute chart, guys, right? I mean, that looks a little promising that they already kind of pushed down, formed that bottom wick. Is that enough to kind of take us finally out of this range? If we break the range, I mean, you have to, I think you're looking, I mean, obviously that will put you into the 900s, but I think the daily level from yesterday could be in play as well. So we got about, which is 29,984, the level we got mapped out up top. So we got about a minute and 10 seconds left for this thing to kind of get rolling and get going. So probably chop until CPI. I know we got a lot of chop yesterday, but we got to be hopeful, right? I'm obviously hopeful that we get a solid momentum move. Any news today? So on the news front today, we got about 35 seconds here, chat. You had ADP weekly employment change at 8:15. 10 o'clock, we do have existing home sales that we have to be aware of, chat. That's yellow folder, but a lot of times that does have an impact on the market. So we need to be aware that is on the forefront. You got API at 4:30, so that's not going to impact us at all. So about 10 seconds here for the market to open. I think if they pop these highs, guys, above 850, you could have more upside. That's just how I'm looking at this, just because of the range here. So keep that level in mind, 850, right? If they can get back above 850, could have a long, and it's a straight melt already to the downside here. So straight retracement from 842 down about 42 points. Gonna be patient here, give it a second. Had a lot of wonky price action yesterday, chat, at the open, right? Looked super bearish, and then all of a sudden they pushed it right back up. People got yoked, but this is looking a little bearish here. All right, I mean, I like what I'm seeing so far from the bears. I think there's a short in play here, chat, to the downside. Took a quick short there, had about 10 points. Will we get follow through here to the downside? There's 15 points or so. All right, there's 20 points for the ladies in the chat, not the fellas. I think there it is. You got a 40-point banger for the open, guys. There it is. Drop the W's in the chat. If you took the short, you got paid. If you faded, you got slayed. Use the code PW. Either way, we got you covered. You know the vibes. Oh man, what a trade. What a trade. There's a 40-point banger to open this thing up. That is correct, Amando. So keep the W's flowing, keep the W's going, and we will look to see what else we can get here. What a move. What a trade. And unfortunately, we know some people faded and got slayed. So there it is. Oh, man. Hey. Whoa. Amit, done for the day. Whoa. That is not cool, sir. You take the money and run. Amit is taking the money and running, chat. That is very concerning. We're getting more downside, though. This thing is a bloodbath here. We're going to start mapping out the 5-minute orb. You got to hate that, chat, right? He took the money. Now he's leaving. Unreal. Like, where's the... buddy, at least give us the view. I mean, geez. 842.50, guys. That's the high of the current ORB. Got that level mapped out. That level could change, right? The low could change as well. So that top black line is the high so far of the ORB. You got the low sitting down here, 739.50. Got about a minute, 42 seconds left. Give me 1 second here, guys. One second, chat. All right, guys. So, well, we're going to map out the ORB low. It is currently set. So that's what I was waiting for. 726.50. So that's your 5-minute ORB, right? So let's see how this plays now. We just had a 40-point trade. Will we get more downside here? I mean, so far, yes. I mean, this thing is gone. Kind of hate that, right? I wanted to push back up to kind of form a deeper top wick before the expansion lower, guys. I mean, just straight down. Somebody said reversal. Yeah, I don't know yet. It looks bearish. It looks bearish, right? I mean, it's a flush McGush here. Maybe we get some kind of push up before going lower. I wanted a top wick to be kind of formed, to be honest, chat, before that kind of expansion to the downside. So we'll see. Push up here, maybe retest the range and then roll back over. But either way, I think you got to be bearish. You look at the 1 hour chart right now. You got to be a little careful here though, chat, because this was kind of like a reactionary level the last time we were down here, right? So on August 10th, which was yesterday, 8 o'clock at night, we kind of swiped these levels and then we push right back up. So need to be a little aware that that's a 1 hour kind of support area that we're kind of dipping into here. If you haven't already, guys, do me a solid, hit the like button. If you're not subscribed, you know what to do. We got 4,000 plus people rocking out. Took one trade so far. It was over 40 points. Looking for another setup here. You're getting a bounce right off of that level. This is why you got to be a little careful, I think, right? And kind of know your levels. Subconsciously you could be getting short at a level that was a level of support, and then it bounces on you to the upside. So probably smart to be a little patient here. 29,726. Having a bit of a rejection here, back down, chat. Looks bearish again. Yeah, this thing is flush McGush, guys. It's looking like there is more downtown kind of Dooley Brown action here. You got the bottom of the range at like 665. Would love a better, just a better retracement though, right? Before going, you don't have much to work with here so far. So I think it's smart to kind of be patient. 15-minute candle looks heavy, so there is no denying that, but I think you got to be a little patient. $50 seconds left on this current candle. I'll probably wait here. Kind of hate when it just flushes straight through the ORB, right, with no regard for human life, but see how this plays out. You got about 30 seconds left. So will they bounce this area, guys? Will they bounce from this area? That's the question. See how you're getting that kind of like bullish reaction? All right, so here's the retracement. A little tricky here. See, right back up here. So I'm waiting. Got the ORB that's going to be 15-minute ORB that's going to be set here in about 5 minutes, chat. And I do see that, right? So kind of playing out like a support, right? Like it's kind of bouncing from the support level, that 700 level, straight back up. See how this plays here. $29,747. Got a strong kind of reaction from the bulls. Kind of wonky. People are getting chopped here, right? So if you got long up here at 757, you probably got chopped. Probably smart. Give it a little time. Let the 15-minute ORB kind of play out, guys. I think that's a smart move. Right now, you got Lucid daily accounts, 30% off using the code PW. You know the vibes. You can get daily payouts, obviously, up to $8,000 on a 50K account. You know the vibes. Kind of looking at the 15-minute chart, super heavy, chat. Got about a minute left. This was a reactionary level, so will that kind of spearhead the reversal hard back the opposite direction, or do we finally get a continuation move in one direction? About 34 seconds left. Kind of back and forth, right? Kind of back and forth price action. Up, down, all around. Let this 15-minute candle kind of settle down, settle in, and then we could have an answer here. 15-minute ORB is about to be set. We're going to map it out. So you got the low... 15-minute low of 679, chat. So that's your 15-minute ORB mapped out now. Yeah, it's some kind of push off of this level. So I think if they get back above like 726, you might have a long kind of targeting these upper wicks. But if they start to lose that previous candle low, could be looking to kind of fill that bottom wick below 679. So you can go either way here. All right, so all right, there's the rejection, guys. And we just popped that previous candle low, so I think there's more downside here kind of creeping in. I'm trying another short. Let's see if we get a play. Oh my goodness, guys. Whoa, there it is. Chat. She gone. Wow. That was over 60 points on the drop. About 70 points, guys. Cray with little Ray. If you took the short, you got paid. If you faded, you got slayed. You definitely got to use the code PW on that one, chat, because if you faded, you got to use the code PW. There's no way around it. We just had a 70 plus point drop there. We caught over 60 points. So I mean, drop the W's in the chat. Keep them going, and make sure you hit the like button if you're not subscribed. You know the vibes. Unreal. On the real, chat. You gotta love it. Well, I mean, what a move. Getting more downside here, kind of creeping in, chat. Below the ORB, obviously. Let me check something here, guys. All right, what happens next? I mean, you got 29,500. You got the 600s down there as well. I mean, you just had a flush McGush here, chat. This thing took off like a rocket ship to the downside. It's still going. Yeah, I know. Yeah. I mean, you got to be a little careful now, right? You might want it to kind of pull back a little bit before the continuation move. Shout out to Christian for the tip. W trades DMONEY. May I have a 23rd birthday shout out? That is correct, Amando. So there it is. Christian 3 with the tip, but you didn't have to do that, but you did. So but happy birthday to you. You gotta love it. So you've had two banging trades there, Chad. You had a 40-point plus banger, and you had literally a 60-point plus trade there. So it is only 9:49. So we'll see what else we can come up with here. Kind of tapping that ORB level. Do they kind of pop these highs, guys, for a deeper retracement? I would think so, right? Before going lower. Looking for that bottom wick to get filled here, chat, to the downside. Do they fill it or do they push it right back up? So $29,658. Kind of bouncing back and forth here. Do they fill that bottom wick and head lower, or do they yoke it? Go either way. We got the 15-minute ORB that was said. You had quite the flush. straight down. Think it's smart to kind of be patient now. See who's in control, Chad. You've already had a couple trades here, right? So I think it's smart to be a little patient. Got an indecisive kind of looking 5-minute candle, long top and bottom wick. So that kind of tells you that, you know, there's a battle going on between the bulls and the bears, Chad. So probably smart to kind of see who's winning this battle. May you please define, I think you meant to say ORB, right? Not Rob. You put ROB, but I think you meant to say ORB. We'll go over that. Give me 1 second here. Let me check something. All right, so we knew it was going to be a slowdown, guys, right? And we've kind of slowed down here. So, I mean, that could be expected when you get the kind of move that we've had here. Probably not surprising, right? The 5-minute candles, indecisive. Somebody wanted to know what the opening range is. ORB. Yeah, that is basically you're looking at the first 5-minute or 15-minute candle generally, and you're mapping out the high and low of that candle. Once price breaks below or above it, you're looking to either get long or short, depending on the break of the move, right? Yes, that is correct. We do have, we kind of cover that at the open, right? Kind of going into the open chat. You got new home sales coming up here at 10 o'clock. I mean, they have it set up, chat, as yellow folder, but we know that sometimes that does impact the market, right? So it's probably smart to wait. I don't think there's anything wrong with waiting for that to print. You've already had two trades here, two shorts that printed, to be honest, right? You had a 60-point plus trade and you had a 40-point plus trade. So I don't think there's anything wrong with waiting for that to print. To try to see if that's going to kind of give us more juice in the market, but you decide what you want to do. But I think it probably is smart to kind of wait. And then obviously that correlates with the 1-hour chart closing out, guys. So you got the 1-hour candle right now. It is super bearish. So, you know, does that 10 o'clock candle maybe want to push up, form some kind of top wick? And if they're going to drop this thing lower, then okay, right? Push up, form a top wick, expand lower to the downside. I mean, you got room. If you look at the higher time frame here, got some kind of small support area that you can kind of map out. That would be the next level of interest, down to like middle 500s. First level of interest, I think, for the bears. So need to be smart, need to be patient. I don't think you need to rush, but some old trader told me it's very easy to make money with trading. Hard part is not to lose. Okay. All right. D-Money, I got the spare bedroom all set up for your vacation at my house. Yeah, Fritz, that would not be happening. So, but we're going to give you a vacation free of charge. You got a free time out here. So, do better. Come back in about 60 seconds thinking differently about life. So there it is, right? We know somebody was gonna try to come in here with the crazy talk, chat, and it unfortunately has started here. So we had somebody earlier, they said that they were moving in the same building and that they were, you know, getting acclimated with the building, so that way when I move in we could share a corn dog, and that would not be happening. So we had to get him a timeout as well. So very strange, chat, that this is kind of occurring here. So who do I talk to about the craziness in the chat? It is unreal. So you got less than 3 minutes for the news print, 2 minutes 18 seconds to be exact. So I think we kind of wait for that. Where would you reshort this? Yeah, you need to see some weakness though, right? I don't see any weakness yet on this 5-minute candle as an example, right? So, you know, I think if you start seeing like a rejection and then you maybe get back below the lows down here, you're looking for shorts, but you need to be careful. Got a news print coming out as well, so. There she is. We got Ginger in the chat. Gave you guys a heads up. Ginger is currently in Cali. Left the elbow room on Saturday, hopped on a plane, went straight to Cali, chat. So there she is. Oh man, you gotta love it. You gotta love it. She left the elbow room and went straight to Cali. Oh man, good morning to Ginger. You got a news print here, guys. Need to be careful. Let this thing kind of print, right? We had a lot of selling pressure. If you kind of map out, we picked up 100 points alone on the drop, so that was about a 210 point drop here. So wouldn't be surprised if they get some kind of pop. Maybe before the continuation lower. Got about 18 seconds. Five seconds here. All right, do they give the continuation move down, chat, right? That's what it's looking like. Looking a little heavy here. Or do they pop it higher? Kind of looking bearish. All right, there's the push. Probably expected. So I think you're kind of waiting to see how we react at the 50 EMA here, right? Or sorry, 14 EMA here, chat. 29,755, right? Do the bulls have enough energy to kind of get up there, hold it, and then push higher, or do we sell back off and kind of roll over? So you got Tim, is it Timba? Timba in the chat, are we getting paid? Well, I mean, where were you? We had a 60-point winning trade plus and a 40-point winning trade so far. So where have you been? Where were you? See what else we can get. Rejection, yeah. So what we're looking for, Chad, if you want to know how DMONEY uses the EMAs, you're looking for some kind of, is this a rejection point, right? Meaning that the bears step in with aggression and they take us back to the downside, right? That's what you're looking at. We don't know yet, right? I mean, it's still 2 minutes left on this candle plus. This is obviously a news candle, so you need to kind of, I think, be smart here and see how this plays. Give it some time, right? What kind of blue drink is that? Yeah, this is the Red Bull June Berry. That is correct, Amondo. My daughter was up all night last night, chat, coughing. I think she's like getting sick or something. She literally was up all night. Like, well, I mean, she wasn't. Let me rephrase that, chat. I was up all night. She was literally, because you can't sleep, right? Like, that's how it is. If you got a kid, a younger toddler or something, you guys know what I'm talking about, right? It's like you can't sleep because they're coughing. She was sleeping, but she was just coughing in her sleep and all night, chat. So the baby mama got me good because I checked with her this morning and she said that she had a cough. So she didn't tell me. She didn't give me the heads up, so she will be taking some Tylenol tonight because to kind of help her with that, right? So, but yeah, she was up coughing all night, guys. It was cray cray, little Ray Ray. You always say smart, but what does that mean? Yeah, it's meaning that you need to let price pick a direction. It's probably smart to do that, right? So if you just short right now off the 14 EMA, what confirmations or what is telling you to do that, right? If you just get short, I used to trade the EMAs that way, chat. And it's a very aggressive kind of way to trade because you're just getting short thinking that it's going to reject, but it doesn't mean it has to reject. They can shoot it right back up, and that's what's happening right now. You need to see who's in control because, in my opinion, if the bulls are able to hold and close above that 14, we could be headed back towards the opening range high. So that's what I mean when I say be smart. DMONEY, you're using a 14, 50, and 200. I thought you used 9 and 21. Yeah, I use 14, 50, and 200. PW uses the 9 and 21. All right, you see how you had a closure right below the EMA, chat? You had a long wick up top. Still need to wait to see if this is going to be a rollback over to the downside, right? Or if you get a pop higher, in my opinion. So the news candle came out. That was home sales. And if you look at the print, let me see what the print was here. 4.06 million actual versus 4.05. So it was better than a little bit better than forecast, chat, for home sales. So is that the bullish catalyst to kind of get the party started here to the upside? I think it might be. Looks like a kind of strong reaction kind of creeping in here from the bulls. I think you're kind of looking for this level, maybe 793 to get hit or higher. If the momentum continues here to the upside. Kind of having a battle here, but I think, yeah, kind of strong reaction so far. You got 3 minutes left on this candle, but I think it pops up here towards maybe 794, right? Looks bullish. This is a 15-minute candle. You see the previous candle's bullish, guys, right? That crazy long bottom wick. So it's hard to kind of want to get short right now with that long bottom wick. Let me check something though here. 96 watt. Looking like some kind of swipe and go, right? Like it's like swipe the higher time frame low and then take off to the upside here for a long. Check something here. All right. So now we're kind of all right. So this is that level, right? Right below the 50 and the 200 EMA. So that's the level it's kind of watching to see how this thing kind of plays out. Do we get a rejection here back to the downside, chat? Got the 50 EMA sitting at 29,794. It's a bearish EMA cross, but the thing is that that 15-minute previous candle, I mean, so somebody wanted to know earlier what I look for to get short. Well, you want to start seeing weakness and rejection, and basically kind of like these EMAs not being respected, right? So you want to see us probably back below the 14 as well, right? As long as we stay above it, I think there could be more upside kind of creeping in, guys, for long. Next candle maybe push down, form a bottom wick, and then we try long here, right? We'll try a quick long here, see if it prints. Looking for a push up here, 798 or higher. Let's see if we get the momentum going, guys. Won't give it a lot of room. Looking for 10 points, 20 points or so to the upside on a pop. You had about 5 points there. Want the EMA tap basically, right? If they can do it. So it's having a hard time. You already had like 5 points, 6 points, and then they pulled it back. So that's not a good sign. They could be getting ready to reject. That's what it's looking like. They need to pick up steam here, chat, pretty quickly, I think. Trying to play off that bottom wick, but they might want a deeper retracement before going higher. So won't give it a lot of room. Yeah, looking like a rejection on the 5 minute. Not gonna lie, guys. So far, looking like a rejection. So I might end up chopping this. If it doesn't go, it needs to go now. Kind of pick up steam here. Take off to the upside, trap some people, and then all of a sudden we're at 797 or higher. See, it tried, right? It tried to go. Kind of failed so far. Looking a little bearish now. Might be ready to roll over. Yeah, I'm gonna close that, guys. I'm not gonna hold. So doesn't look too great, right? So I'm not willing to kind of hold that. It could be a rollover effect. So if that's the case, then I can always look to get short if we close below the 14, I think. But I didn't like the kind of stall. Felt like it should have went already if they're not gonna roll over, right? So 10-point loser, so that's fine. Not worried, right? I think I'm still bullish, but just based off of these time frames, right? 1 hour chart right now is bullish, but that could change, right? That could easily change. If we start losing 29,762, you could be looking at more downside. So I'm kind of aware that we're in an area that could go either direction. So tried for a pop, right? Was looking for a pop of the EMAs and did not get it, and it might do it now. So you might have another entry kind of coming up here. We'll see in a second. If you haven't already, do me a solid, guys. Hit the like button. If you're not subscribed, you know what to do. Had three trades, right? 2 winning trades, 1 losing trade. The losing trade, a 10-point loser. I mean, you had a 40-point winner, a 60-point winner. It is what it is. Keep the losers small. You'll be fine. See how we're kind of slowing down here, chat? That's not encouraging, right, for long at the moment. But I mean, it could be kind of building up for a crazy pop. I mean, but you got to be aware that previous 30-minute candle, as an example, is super bearish, and there's a long wick to be filled at 634 or lower. So we'll give it a second. Getting a bit of a rollover here. Yeah, see, it looks a little heavy here, chat. Looking a little weak here. All right, so you close right at the 14. You hate that, right? Like, because they didn't flush they didn't close below it. They closed right at it. But is this a short opportunity, chat, to the downside here for a quick short on the weakness, right? You just hate that it didn't close previous candle below the 14. I think if we get back down here, like maybe like 755 or so or lower, then maybe you got a short, right? You don't want to get yoked here and they push it right back up. I've seen that so many times with these kind of EMA setups. Well, they'll all of a sudden they'll go up there now and pop that high. You got a long bottom wick already, guys, and then it's a long kind of brewing, right? And then they pop the previous candle high. And that's currently what's happening, right? It looks like it's ready to go. This thing is looking like it's ready to go, chat. Meaning to the upside, right? So let me clarify that. It's looking like it's ready to go, like they want to. So you got a high up there, 792.50. Looks like pretty much an equal high. That's the level that needs to get broken for more upside. Bit of trickery here because it's kind of like put in that low. Now it's pulling back. So this is like nasty time. It looks like price action wise. Chop City, yeah, it is chopping. I mean, simple as that, right? So, I mean, if you probably go to the lower time frame, you can see it, right? This is kind of like what's happening here, guys. So, looked like it wanted to go right above 791. You got the chop, pulling back here, rejecting. Do we try? I mean, I think if it stays below the 14, you got a short opportunity down towards 718 or lower, but it needs to hold the 14 EMA. And then you're looking for a short. That's what it looks like. I'm going to try a quick short here, guys. Looking for 10, 15 points on a flush. Oh, man, don't tell me the chop is here. Yep, the chop is here, guys. Right back up, right back down. Come on, flush the lows. You got 718 just sitting down there like you feel like they want to hit it, but chop suey. Nasty 5-minute candle, guys. Wanted the lows to basically get taken. You got 40 seconds left. Yeah, I don't like that at all. So here comes the chop. It is back. That is official. Right, we'll chop it. Kind of wait for this candle, I guess, to close out. Just a nasty 5-minute candle. I think if we get back below, I think it still goes, right? If we can kind of hold those lows, I think it still melts to the downside here, but we'll see. Kind of nasty, kind of choppity chop. All right, here's the new candle. That's what I was waiting for. Does it push up, form some kind of top wick, and then drop off, right? You gotta love it. Definitely kind of hesitating at this level. So you lose these lows, I think. Yeah, I mean you're below 700, I think, pretty easily. But it's a kind of make or break area. 1 hour candle's currently bullish. I'm going to go ahead and clock out for the day, not blowing my account with this type of price. Oh, yeah. I mean, guys, you had some really good trade. You had 2 really good trades for 100 plus points. There's nothing wrong with locking that in. I think you're right. You got to be smart with it. I think, it looks like they want lower though, Chad. I think it's just delayed. Trying to quick short again down, and it's already flushing, guys. Take my 10 points or so. Just had 15 points, to be honest, and it pulled back. So let's see if we get a drop. All right, there's right at 10 points. You got to be kidding me again. This chop suey, man. Oh, yeah. You got to love it. Had the drop, and then now they're pushing it back up. This is the same thing as yesterday, right? So this is the same kind of action, guys. They reclaimed the 14 EMA. They didn't close below it, so they're probably going to give you a crazy bazooka candle up or something here. Just chop. It's always funny because you get, yeah, we're not gonna hold. There's nothing there. So rolling right back over, right? So it won't break down. It looks like it wants to go lower and then it pushes up. So it is what it is, right? So no kind of clear move yet. Let's see what time it is. 10:22. So the 30-minute candle, it has a long top wick, but it refuses to kind of melt lower. Your entry has to be pretty much on point. I think the sell-off, there it is. Unreal, chat. $7.56. Is there more in the tank here to the down, right back down? You gotta love it. Right back down and all around. Market makers killing us right now. Yeah. I would say just you probably want to wait for some clarification here, chat. Let it make up its mind. We had two really good trades that kind of set the tone. If it got you in the green, there's nothing wrong with kind of letting the market kind of do its thing here. It looks like they want lower, but as soon as they try to go lower, they push it right back up. So that reminds me of yesterday's price action as a whole. Kind of trapping people left and right. So let's see how this plays. And then all of a sudden you get the bazooka chat to the downside here. And the funny thing is there's room below 700. Here's a new 5-minute candle, right? So now they're probably going to push it up and form a top wick like they've done over and over. Kind of trap people here. Shorting again, yeah. That's what I'm saying. But see, if you're shorting now, your stop is probably 775. You got to give it room, right? That previous candle high. More than likely, right? That's probably where you would be putting your... So... now would be like the short and you're trying to put your stop probably 773 or higher, right? And then trying to see if it'll break down to the downside here, chat. Definitely kind of tricky. I'll say that, right? Nothing wrong with kind of staying on the sidelines here, guys, but you're getting a lot of wiki wick action. Kind of like before the drop, right? You're getting a drop lower. It's kind of melting lower, but it's giving you that, makes you kind of pay by kind of sitting through some uncomfortable kind of wiki wick action before melting lower. And then if you miss that entry, you're going to get chopped, right? Because it'll probably push back up on you. So you have to kind of enter on the wicks, trying to ride it down. Tomorrow CPI is why it's choppy. Oh yeah, I mean, we know that, right? Same thing yesterday. It's been a chop fest, so. See, you're kind of, see how they're kind of playing around here, guys. Tony, D-Money, you're really good. I've learned so much fine-tuning watching you. Man, I appreciate the kind words, guys. I don't have it all figured out. I got things I got to work on just like the next trader, but I definitely try, I can tell you that. So, and what I mean by that, chat, is I try to put my best foot forward for you guys. Am I going to be perfect? Absolutely not. It doesn't mean I'm going to win every trade. Doesn't mean that, you know, you won't have some chop trades, you know, whatever the case may be. That's part of trading. But I mean, the momentum trades today played, now you're getting chopped. Simple as that, right? But you had a 60-point winner, you had a 40-point plus winner. So if you're smart, that will not kind of take away from what you got going on, right? Meaning that your day, you've had a nice kind of momentum day to the downside. We were able to kind of capitalize on that. So you got to be smart, I think. D-Money, when are you going to stop running from PW and the ping pong challenge? I'm not running from PW in the ping pong. He's beat me multiple times. So I need some help. I need some help. Like this is a cry for help, chat. You know, I'm hearing that he is back at the BDH East Coast at some point next month, chat, and there may be a ping pong challenge involved. But you know, the reality is we tried to kind of, you know, try to smooth out some of the edges yesterday, if you know what I mean, because PW was, you know, the whole trade battle thing, and if I beat him, then I get fired. If I lose, I get fired. Well, that doesn't seem to the math is not math in there, chat. It seems like D-Money's taking on all the risks there, if you know what I mean. So maybe you guys can drop him a line in the chat the next time he's on stream and plead my case. You win, you get fired. You lose, you get fired. You gotta love it. All right, so is this a double top, right? Kind of forming here, chat. That's what it looks like. Looks like a double top. And then you get the rejection lower. Man, you hate when they play that, chat, right? Kind of looking like a double top here. Got to call it what it is. I think, do they flush those lows now? Do they see now it's a game of patience, guys, where you almost have to kind of wait. But it looks bearish. I think they melted lower. I honestly do here, chat. I think that was the move. I'm trying another short here. 10 points. Come on, flush the floor. Every time I get 10 points and I switch over, guys, it never goes back in this choppy market, right? You get 10 points and it pulls right back. So let's see if we get a flush. All right, there's 10 points. Can we get 15 on a drop? There has to be some kind of... Who do we talk to, chat, right? You get 10 points right away, it will not like give you the continuation. That's all that it gives, and it pulls. It's done that to me so many times over the last like 2 weeks. It's almost like unreal. You want to hold for the continuation short down, and it's starting to kind of wick back up here. Look like a double top for a second. You're looking for like basically at least 718 to get hit, but it's crazy. That's how you know it's a choppy market, chat, when you don't, right, where it can't even kind of continue on a 10-point kind of move. It's like that's the range. What's the odds, right, that it just gets stuck there? It's happened so many times. Yep. Right back up. See? Unreal. Well, we wanted the double top kind of play here for the short. You got 1:41 left, and it's pushing right back up again. So that double top is not holding. You gotta be kidding me, man. You gotta love it. Got about a minute left on this current candle, chat. Yeah, somebody's saying you gotta hold longer. Yeah, it all depends on what you're trying to give it from a risk standpoint, though. I'm not trying to give this 80 points of room, right? You got 45 seconds left. See how you got that bottom wick as well? That's not great. $30 seconds. $29,762 area, right? That's the level you're kind of looking at. Felt like they were going to flush those lows and kind of take off, but they swipe the low and then they push it, they wick it. And then here's a new candle, right? So I'm going to watch that open. Yeah, see? No continuation, straight back up. Some kind of delay here too. It feels like there's a little delay. Yeah, it's bouncing right off that 14, guys. Like, you don't want to hold that because they could easily pop those highs. So I'm not going to hold. It doesn't make sense to hold that. So I had 10 points, and literally that was the bottom, I guess, bottom tick. And then you got some kind of pushback up. So we are clearly chopping right now. You got to get in basically at the top of the range for shorts. See something here. I wouldn't be surprised if they try to pop the highs, right? Because if it can't break down and fill that bottom wick, then they're probably gonna pop those highs. You probably would have thought that we had enough energy already to kind of push down and test that bottom wick. So it's a little strange that we're kind of hanging around here, right? And look at the previous candle, guys. See how we already got the bottom wick already put in? That's a little strange. It feels like are they trying to go higher? So you got chop suey here. It is here. You got to be smart. Looking like they want to pop these highs to go higher, guys. That's what it's looking like. AKA chop zone, be smart. All right, there's the rejection again, back down. Probably gonna pop the lows now, I guess. I'm just talking what I can get. This is I'm just taking what I can get. Yeah, see now it's trying to sell off. You got to have a wider stop if you're willing to give it the wider stop, right? That's what it looks like. $7.18. I know. That's the level that I think is in jeopardy, right? I mean, if the bears can get the momentum going, I think that level's in. That level is a level of interest and lower, because make no mistake about it, guys, you got 632 down there. Simple as that, right? That could be in jeopardy of getting hit. This is a double top that formed. You just got to get in higher. So what it is, you got to get in as high as possible when you're in a range, so that way your stop is sensible. Four seconds left on the current candle. Push up, maybe form a top wick up here towards, like, do they push it to 780 and then give you another rejection down? We know we weren't going to be that lucky, guys, where there was no chop, right? So we were feeling really good at the open because we had some really good trades with no chop, right? They were momentum trades. It's either looking like they want to push it. Do they want to push it all the way back up before the rejection to the downside? Break 732, then 718 for sure. Oh, without a doubt. I mean, yeah, you would have to say that, but I think they try to push it up here, try to trap as many people as possible, guys, before dropping it. That would make the logical sense, right? They push it up to try to trap a lot of people, and then they go lower. That's just what they've been doing. So all of a sudden you get a push up here to like 770. And then they reject back to the downside. Got 2 minutes, 45 seconds left on the candle. It'll look bearish and then they'll poke it back up, right? To kind of trap people. Like, that's the thing. It'll look like they're gonna sell it off, and then they push it back up on you, and you pay the price because your entry was too low, not high enough. That's what NQ loves to do. And there it is, right? There's the push. Is there a 25-second delay? You probably want to hit refresh on your stream. No, there is not. Should be a 2 or 3 second delay at most. So watch us rally. Yeah, I don't know. We're just ranging here, Chad. You need to wait for a break either direction, right? You'll probably get clarification what way they want to take it. Simple as that. So this is why love a good trapper. Oh, man. All right, so there's the break. Finally got it right. Pushed it right back up. It looks short, but I bet it runs back up. Yeah, you gotta have an entry that allows for the kind of yoke action, right? We just literally swiped the bottom. This is exactly what it was doing yesterday, chat, right? You kind of swipe a low and then it pushes right back up and then you get yoked. Felt like there's more downside just because of the previous 1 hour candle. You got 14 minutes left though. Is it going to start to kind of give us that move? Exactly like yesterday, yeah. Yep. Yeah, I mean we had the nice moves at open, chat, and obviously now we're clearly consolidating. So hey, D-Money, I was short at 754 and just exited at 731 for about 400 profit. Let's go. Thanks for your commentary on the charts today. It helped a lot. Yeah. Hey, I appreciate the kind words, but I don't hit buy or sell for you, so you did all the work. Congrats. I hate when I do that. Let me go back here. See, pushing up just enough to trap people, chat, right? See, so if you got short on the breakout 730, now you're down 35 points, right? Because they pushed it right back up on you. So you tried to short the breakout of the consolidation range. You got short at 728 or so. Now you're sitting in over 30 points to draw down. So it's like crazy. Like you have to get in higher for the short, and then you try to map out where your stop would be and then anticipate the drop lower. So this is a joke. Yeah, it's gonna be like this more than likely until tomorrow, right after CPI. So simple as that. You got to be smart, guys. We went in, got accounts that are still in pretty good shape here. Start locking out accounts once we start seeing the chop, right? So nothing wrong with locking in profit. So like the thing is now up here, you're getting close again. 777 basically was that last candle. So is this like the short to kind of ride it back down? And I mean, look at it. Look at the push. You gotta love it. I'm looking for weakness between 7. Yeah. This is the area, Fun John, right here that you're looking for, right? If you're gonna short it, the best entry, it's like now or up here at like 790, right? Trying to anticipate that it drops lower, chat. That's the best kind of risk reward. Got a minute, 18 seconds left on the current candle. 1 hour candle still bullish, man. They refused to. This candle was looking like it wanted to break down, and it has not yet, chat, right? It has not broken down. So the 1 hour candle I'm referring to. So if you get short here, your stop would be the top of the box. If it pops the top of the box, you know you don't want to be short anymore. But you got to be careful because you could easily get a bazooka candle through here, through the high of the box and kind of take off, right? Something's coming because we're building up. We already swiped the low, guys, and a lot of times when we swipe that low, they go up and swipe the high. So you can go either way. We need Denny's 8-ball. Yeah, we need Denny to rub the 8-ball. Where is he at? Well, he'll be here today. Don't you worry. At 2 o'clock, rocking out 2 to 4. Do we short it from the top of the range, guys? Do we try a quick short here? Top of the range trade. Trying to short it back down to the bottom of the range. I'm going to try a quick short, I think. I mean, if it's a range, right? You short the top, sell the bottom. See if we get 10, 15 points here. You want basically a flush back towards 740, chat. If they're gonna play the range, right? If the range is kind of playing out, you would expect 740 to get hit, but we'll see. This is the one time it's not gonna play, right? It's like, yep, looking like they're gonna pop the highs. Right back up. So if they pop these highs, you're looking probably for 842, chat, to get hit. I mean, simple as that, right? Because this is the consolidation. Yep, they are popping the highs. All right, so we'll probably have our answer here that they're gonna go higher and not lower. So that is the top of the range getting hit. You would think that that would have been a rejection. Back to the downside, right? Looking like they want to something. You almost there's a bazooka. There's a bazooka coming here, chat. And it looks like it's to the upside. Just broke the high. Pretty solid looking candle. So we swiped the low, we swiped the high, and what's the real move? Let me see something here. Right back inside the box. Oh, man. Frustrating action. I was swung this account negative to pro back a few times this morning. Oh yeah, I mean that's what it is. All right. So, I mean, it looks like there's strength here for the bulls. Just poke right back above the 200 EMA, guys. Push down, maybe form a quick bottom wick and then take off to the upside here. That's what it looks like. I mean, you had so much consolidation. Do they have enough energy to go higher on a kind of like bazooka up towards 842? Maybe they form a bottom wick and then go. Give me 1 second here, guys. Oh man. Daily TP hit. Thanks, D, for all your help. Have a great rest of your day. Yeah, just you got chop suey right now. Need to check something here, guys. Give me 1 second here. See if I can log in. Waiting for price to kind of make up its mind, guys. Right, it's almost 11 o'clock here. Got a 1 hour candle getting ready to kind of close out. While we wait, we got you covered with the weather report. Don't you worry. So, oh man. There it is. I mean, as you can see, guys, that is Fort Lauderdale Beach. So, current temperature currently for Fort Lauderdale here, we got you covered. Don't you worry. 90 degrees, mostly cloudy. Got a heat advisory here. Looks like 11 o'clock sunshine all the way up until 8 o'clock tonight. Sunset is 7:59. No chance of rain in the forecast, chat. So, you got to love it. And it looks, yeah, somebody said that's beach weather. Yeah, it does look like it's beach weather here, chat. So there it is, right? So no chance of rain. Look at the people strolling the beach here, right? So if you've never been to Fort Lauderdale Beach, it is pretty nice, minus the seaweed right now. That is Las Olas there. Fort Lauderdale Beach, you gotta love it. So Malibu is way better. Well, it may be, but you got to make do with what you got. So that's the weather forecast brought to you by the BDH and DMONEY. You got to love it. You know the vibes. And we got nothing but chop suey here, so we didn't miss anything. W forecast, sir. There he is. You got Lucas in the chat. He is officially in the chat. There he is. Angie Trade says, beautiful. Wish I was there. Yeah. It looks pretty nice out there right now. So it looks like it's going to get a little better as well. Looks like the clouds are going to dissipate, chat, and you will have nothing but sunshine. Fort Lauderdale Beach. So a bunch of chop here. You had a break below the range, a break above the range, right back into range. I mean, what do you do? What do you do? So let me check on Blue Sky, guys. So Propel account. Let me check something really quick here. %34% consistency rule. I don't think I'm logged in there. I gotta do it on my phone, I think. Yeah, I was checking I was trading one of the Blue Sky accounts, Propel accounts. And you got a 34% consistency rule. Gives you over $1,000 that you can make pretty much, right? So per day, let me check something real quick. Nothing but chop here. Do they kind of sell off from here and get back to the bottom of the range? 731. I think this 5-minute candle may be telling because you might get more information, right? Oh. All right, looking like a rejection. Looks like I'm at 36%, guys. 36.72% consistency. You got to be at 34, so... I got to make $1.88. Unreal. You're getting some kind of sell-off here. Is this a short opportunity, guys, on a rejection from the top of the range? Trying a quick short. If I get 10 points plus, I'm taking it, guys. I got chopped so many times. It's ridiculous here. There's 10 points on a drop. One at 15, but in this kind of market, I think, you know, well, you got pretty close to 15 there, chat. Can we get 15 points? There it is. We finally got the drop, chat. Oh my goodness. It took us multiple attempts for the short to play out, and you got more downside there. There it is. So if you held it, you got paid more points there to 744. I mean, what a joke, right? I mean, like, you almost got to say that, chat. I hate to say it, but it, like, what a joke with the price action, because it's we wanted those shorts, obviously. Drop the W's there. If you took the trade, you got paid. If you paid it, you got slayed. Somebody said I almost fell asleep idly. Yeah, I mean, because the funny thing is, that's the short that we wanted up here. We tried it a couple times and finally got the short to play out. So, oh, man. All right, so now the question is, do they get us down here towards 718, chat? 718 was the level that DMONEY called out multiple times as a level of interest, I think, for the bears if the momentum gets going. And it, you know, it's kind of shameful how they do this, right? I've seen this multiple times this week, last week. They swipe a consolidation range low, they swipe a consolidation range high, and then they get back in the box and then drop lower, right? Just enough to fake people, trap people that tried to trade it as a breakout. They got trapped here. They pushed it all the way back up. They got stopped out. People that went long at 795 or so, they got stopped out because it pushed all the way back down. It's like crazy. But either way, nice trade there. I mean, you got to take it. Price is clearly waiting for the CPI release. Yeah, I think so. But I still think we got more downside to come. I think that was just a delayed drop here. And there's the bottom of the box getting tested here, chat. So do they break it and head to 718? We've had consolidation basically since 10 o'clock. So we've been consolidating for an hour. And there it is, right? There's the break of the box for a lower low. You gotta love it. Yeah, I think 718 gets taken. There it is. We just finally hit 718, chat, and I think we're headed back probably down here into the 600s, right? That's what you would have to think. You got a minute left on this current candle. Welcome to Trapper's Paradise, pretty much. All right, so that account is good there. Let me see something here. You know it's gonna flush now, guys, right? Like the last 20 seconds of the candle, when there's nobody entering, they're gonna flush it now. All right, this is a new candle. We're below the daily level. Can they get back below 709 and then flush down here to like 680 or so? PW is not streaming this week. We have it pinned in the chat. PW is working on the BDH West Coast. He'll be back next week. Stay tuned to the channel. He'll be rocking out, sounds like, with Lucas next week. I will not be streaming next week, chat. I will be working on content. You know the vibes. Do we test, Rich Girl, do we test 680 the ORB low now? I think so, right? It's just a matter of do they want to push it back? See, the problem is that I mean, I would have to think that we go lower. It's just a matter of do they want a retracement higher before going lower? That's the question. Because every time you try to trade it as a breakout, you miss it, right? And they push it all the way back up inside the range, and then they drop it on you, so you get chopped. That's just how it's been, right? So you're better off waiting for some kind of retracement up, probably inside the box, kind of trap some people, and then you try to look for a short. And that's exactly what it's doing right now, right? So if you are trading this, I'm gonna say it again, chat. If you're trying to trade this as a breakout, you're getting murdered here. There's no other way to put it, right? So you got short down here at like 700. They just pushed it back up on you to 730, right? So you're sitting through 30 points to draw down. Now you're questioning life, right, chat? You're like questioning life, and it's so you're better off waiting for it to kind of get back up here and test and do the retracement before going lower. I mean, like, that's just what they're doing. It's literally trapping, right? This is trappy price action. So if you got, you know, the best entry was the short that we just had in full transparency. I think now it gets back inside the box. I wouldn't be surprised at all. I mean, like, that's just what it's been doing. If you haven't already, guys, do me a solid, hit the like button. If you're not subscribed to the channel, you know what to do. We out here trying to make a little money. So you just had a nice winning trade there. We've had some chop, but we've also had some pretty good trades, right? We had a 60-point winner. We had a 40-plus point winner. We had just had a 15-plus point winning trade. And you had a couple chop trades. So simple as that. Milkshake, are you proud of me? No, I am not. We know that Milkshake, we have discovered trying to kick game at DMONEY and is clearly a male. So we are not proud of the Milkshake. No, we are not. Matt. All right, here we go. Here we go with Matt. D, you've had no winners. So obviously you can't. You're not good at math, Matt. So you literally had 10-point chop trades. You had you had 100 points. You just had 115 points. So you're saying that I lost 115 points on chop trades? You can't do the math. Let's check your channel activity. Yeah, we're gonna get you out of here. I see some of your comments from earlier anyway. You go on, come back on another user ID, Matt. Do better. And the hair, sir, alone, I think you need to leave the channel. So you go on. There he is. He gone. He gone. Unreal. Like, what are you talking about? It's like crazy, guys. It's like I'm a girl, DMONEY. Yeah, show us proof. Milkshake Trader. We don't have any proof that you're a girl. We know that you had some pretty aggressive comments towards DMONEY over the last couple days, but we don't know that for sure. So yeah, it's like crazy, chat. Like sometimes people, man, they're like, I don't have time for that. It is what it is. You can't do math. I have a hard time believing we lose the 50 EMA. But what time frame are you looking at though for the 50, right? So what time frame you're saying lose the 50 EMA? What time frame are you looking at? Because we're the 5-minute chart, obviously. I mean, you got the 50 up here at 776, right? So like what? I'm like a little confused on what are you looking at a lower time frame or something? I'm trying to find like where you're looking at, because we're already below it. Hourly? I mean, we're below it there as well. So, all right, the tricky part right now, chat, is that this was a bounce zone, right? This was like a bounce, like this is the 1 hour chart. This was a support. So, do we bounce from this level? Or do we flush, right? You got a long wick, that very suspect wick from the 9 o'clock 1 hour chat, right? You got the low down there, kind of sitting there, 29,631.75. Do we flush that low? It looks like it's trying to kind of go, right? You would just probably want some kind of retracement higher before going lower, I think. Kind of bouncing back and forth, looking like they want the downside, right? Looking a little bearish. Not gonna lie, looks a little heavy here. Got 50 seconds or so left. It's 11:19. I'm still long from 710, gonna let it play out. Yeah, this is a bounce area, Fun John, right? It is a bounce area. The last time we were down here, we had a bounce. Kind of like you're buying from a support, trying to ride it back up. All right, here's the new 5-minute candles chat. If we get a bottom wick and then we expand, that could be kind of interesting for a long. You see how the 15-minute candle has a bottom wick? Do they want to dig into the upper body of the previous candle? Kind of traps in people that try to get short down here, basically in a support area, right? Which is a little risky. Like, it's a little risky to get short this low. I think you try to anticipate a long, maybe back up, kind of building that top wick to go lower, even if they want to go lower, chat. That's just the kind of price action we've had, right? You don't short down here. It's risky. Could it kind of flush though? Absolutely it could. But you know, you look at these long wicks, you're kind of shorting. Why would you be looking to get short with this long wick like this? I don't think that makes sense. I think you're better off probably looking for a long and trying to get a pop here, guys, to the upside. See if we can get 10, 15 points on a pop. All right, there's 10 points plus for the homies in the chat. If you took the long, you gotta love it. If you faded, use the code PW. You know the vibes. Either way, we got you covered. I wanted to try to see if I can get 15, but I'm not going to be greedy, guys, right? I wanted a 15. I feel like it's in the cards because it's a 1 hour time frame kind of support level, but I won't be greedy here. I want 15 points or more though. Kind of stalling right at that 10 point. All right, there it is. There it is. Drop the W's in the chat. You had a 15 point plus winner there. So 2 15-point trades back to back. Oh man, you gotta love it. 1 hour time frame kind of support. Took the long, got paid. If you faded, you got slayed. Use code PW. So we'll see what else we can kind of frame here, guys. I mean, the thought process is, we've seen it so many times where you get people trying to short down here inside the box, and you're fighting these long like wicks. So clearly there is some kind of buying being done in this area, right? So it's like risky to get long or to get short down here. That's just what it is. Some kind of bounce was probably the higher probability trade, right? something here. Took a short for a W, Captain Rex. Nice. Lots of room for scalps up on retest. Big move that back down incoming. Yeah, it's probably going to reject. You just had, ironically enough, you just had kind of like a tap of the consolidation box, chat. You see that, right? That long wick, previous 5-minute candle, pushed up, tapped the box, pulled, sold right back down. So now is this the kind of continuation move to go lower? Kind of looking like that, right? Got 4 minutes left. That's a it's like right at that level though. But yeah, I mean, if we lose these lows, I think if you get below 697, you're probably looking to get short. You don't want to get short here, guys. It's too, look at what's happening, right? Push right back up magically. You don't want to get yoked. I do hold my trades longer, not looking for scalps myself. Yeah, it all depends on what you're looking for, how you trade, right? I mean, in a range, you know, in a choppy kind of range, or like I guess a consolidation kind of session, you know, you map out probably the range and that's what you're looking for. Simple as that. But ski bump charts look terrible. Yep. Remember yesterday though, chat, we were inside of the 15-minute ORB all day, so if you forgot. Kind of having some kind of reaction off that daily level. 29,718.75. So that was the level that we broke below, that we were waiting for. It was actually a TP kind of breaking the bottom of the consolidation range initially, right? Thanks for the help. Figured out months ago that I was already profitable. I would be up 20%, 35% on an account and give it back when all I need to do is walk away. Thanks again. Oh yeah, nothing wrong with that. Yeah, you got to lock it out, man. If you have to, if you're in profit, lock it out. Be smart. Tradeovate prop. You can lock out obviously your account until the next day. Nothing, especially with all the chop, chat. I mean, it's like, right, because if you had some nice momentum trades and then you run the error of over trading basically and giving it back, nothing's more frustrating than that. You got 30% off Blue Sky accounts right now. It's like funny, guys, because let me check something here. Looking like a slow bleed to the downside. Looks like a fast bleed. Yeah. I mean, I don't know about a fast bleed, but it looks like it could be trying to go lower. Kind of hanging out right above the 700 level. Kind of put, see, so this is where you got to be careful. Trying to short breakouts. All right, it's been on the wicks. Simple as that. You got about an hour here, guys. We got about an hour left here. And looking at the 30-minute chart, obviously there's a lot of bearish momentum on the previous candle, but you know, how far do they want to push up? Do they want to get us back inside of the range before dropping lower? Right, the range bottom is like 732. Get us in there, kind of roll back over, put in a lower high, and maybe roll back over, right? Would be like a safer kind of entry, just based off of the chop suey that we've kind of had. This afternoon, 2 to 4, I'm rocking out with Denny Dollars Loves the Holler, and he will be suited up and booted up for the battle between myself and Denny. Day number 2 chat, right? So if you missed that, well, what were you doing yesterday? Because we kicked it off yesterday, and today is day number 2. You know the vibes. So day number 2, shout out to Legends for putting on the tournament chat. We got a 25K account. You're able to trade 2 minis in that account. I'm gonna do that head to head for the whole week. It says DMONEY versus Denny 1-on-1 head to head, no basketball, only charts. That is correct, Demondo. So we will see what happens with that. You got another rejection, it looks like, on the 5-minute chart. Right off of that daily level, guys. But and then you got the push back up for the chop suey foolery. Think you need to get back below these lows. So I mean, you like the 718 rejection, but you also don't want to get chopped. We just had 2 back-to-back 15-point trades, winning trades, right? So I would say you had a wick test, like you got the previous 15-minute candle top wick up here at 29,734. So, I mean, is that enough, right? Was that enough of a kind of dig into that top wick, and then you get the expansion lower to the downside? Stop here would be back above 720, 15-point stop. I think we tried, guys, right? Give it a 15-point stop. That's not a bad risk reward. I think we tried. See if we get a flush here. 10, 15 points or so to the downside, chat. There it is. There it is. Chat, we will take that. You had a 20 plus point winner there right away. You couldn't have timed that better, guys. Talk you through the setup there. Oh, man. Well, if you took the trade, drop the W's there in the chat. You gotta love it. You had over 20 points on the winner. So we've had 2 back-to-back 15-point winning trades. That was a 20-plus point winning trade there. You gotta love it. You kind of saw us building out here, guys, right? Pretty basic trade, because I saw us kind of push up, form that top wick, and reject off, and then so it looks like they're ready to go lower now. I mean, if you held it, you got paid even more. So if you faded on that trade, you definitely got to use the code PW, because it has dropped even lower. There it is. Flush McGush. Yeah, that was a flush McGush, chat. You kind of liked the price action here, right? It was like rejection. That's why it's always funny. We booted somebody out of here because they weren't adding correctly, right? That's like this is a perfect example of why you keep the losers reasonable, chat, in my opinion, right? We had a 60-point winning trade today. We had a 40-point winning trade. You just had 2 15-point winning trades. You had a 20-point plus winning trade. So if you add up those points and then you get chopped on a few trades for 10 points, one trade, I think 15 points on another, etc., right? It is what it is. Because you're going to get some chop. I mean, that's just what we're kind of dealing with in this kind of market. You're able to bounce back. So I made 8 points, sold, and then it dropped like crazy. Yeah. When you're right, you're right. So you got Dylan up 1,800 times 4 accounts. That is correct, Demondo. So a couple of chop against a lot of wins ain't no thing. Oh yeah, without a doubt, right? So and that's where, you know, where people they don't understand, right? So every trade honestly is not gonna work, chat. That's just what it is. Every trade's not gonna work. So you got to be able to account for that. Shout out to JLV for the $20 tip. You didn't have to do it, but you did. So just secured my 5th max payout from all my 5 Lucid accounts. Thanks, D. Y'all trade safe in this mess. See y'all tomorrow. Oh man, we appreciate the tip. But yeah, tomorrow you got CPI, chat, and we all have a feeling that I mean, but today so far, I mean, clearly today so far is better than yesterday, chat. We got to say that, right? Because we had a crazy drop at the open. We bagged 100 points at open, right? 100 plus points at open, basically, right? We had a 60 pointer and a 40 plus pointer, so we bagged over 100 points at open, and then got chopped a few times here waiting. The funny thing is, when you guys hear me say, like, you can have the direction right, but your entry, so we tried multiple shorts here waiting for this break, anticipating the breakout to the downside, right? We finally caught it on one of the setups here, and then obviously just had another one. So we had 3 winners back to back here. So that's just how it is, chat, right? This was nothing but chop here, and you had a swipe of the consolidation box to the downside, push up, swipe to the upside, and then we had the real move, obviously, to the downside here. And it's hard to think now that they don't slowly kind of get us down towards maybe this bottom range down here, right? Towards 633 or lower. But we'll have to see how it plays out. How do you always anticipate the flush McGush perfectly? Yeah, I mean, on this trade, like I was just kind of saying, right? You saw those top wicks. I mean, that's, and they were rejecting off the daily level, that 718, right? So that for me was the reason to try a short, right? At least try it and see if it gives you the flush to the downside. Felt like you were kind of building up for it. My word keeps bugging me to do stuff and I miss the trades. Shaking my head. Yeah, it's always like that, gravy trades, right? I've been there. So green on the screen and done for now. Yeah, nothing wrong with that, rich girl, right? So you got to be smart, chat. Like I said earlier, nothing wrong with kind of locking out some profit here. We had to definitely kind of, let me pull these up real quick here. He had a couple chop trades, but we had some pretty decent winning trades. Simple as that, right? And I think you gotta, in a market like this, you have to keep your, you definitely want to keep your losers smaller than your winners. And then you'll be fine, right? So got a couple accounts here. You got one account up $1,070. Got another account up $715. Right, so these are on the blue sky accounts. I got another account that I traded here, just kind of bouncing back and forth. Had to battle with some of these trades with the chop, right? Because I had a few chop trades, but it happens. Had like a 10-point loser, I think a 15-point loser. Now, what I will say, Chad, I have not traded all the Apex accounts, the funded accounts. I haven't been trading them because of the chop. Sometimes you got to be smart. And I don't, right now with what's going on, does it make sense to kind of copy trade all those accounts? I don't think so, right? I think we need to wait probably for tomorrow, CPI. But got another kind of up here, 765. See what else we can get. How many accounts have you blown this month? I'm not sure. Engineer edits, but I've definitely blown accounts. I don't know the exact amount, but I've definitely blown accounts for sure. So I don't know. I don't know the exact amount, but I can tell you that I've definitely blown multiple accounts this month. So that is for sure. And the thing is, guys, I think I'm always I'll tell you how it is. You're gonna lose some accounts. Good luck thinking that, and especially with this kind of chop, you're gonna lose some accounts. Don't think that you won't. Because you could have the direction right, and quite honestly, you only have so much firepower. And God forbid you go in with large size, you're gonna lose some accounts, right? Because you get chopped back to back to back to back, and you don't have any drawdown to fight it. That's why your position size and all that and your entries are important. Dr. Just John, there he is. We knew he was coming back, Chad, and there he is. So you got Dr. Just John here. If you guys don't remember Dr. Just John, D-Money does. So we had to do a background check on Dr. Just John, because there was some kind of confusion in regards to D-Money getting his Invisalign, and Dr. Just John has been dropping suggestions in the chat for D-Money in regard to maintaining his Invisalign. And there was confusion in regards to who his, who was the orthodontist in his relationship, his girlfriend or himself. Well, last week he dropped us the website, and he is clearly a certified orthodontist, guys. So shout out to Dr. Just John in Texas holding it down. He is verified, so there it is. I made $1,533 on my Lucid Flex eval. Should I lose? No. Why would you do that? Thanks for the tip, but you didn't have to do it. So you got a 50% consistency rule. It's $3K to pass. Well, you didn't. Well, I mean, is that a 50K? If that's a 50K, you are good to go. You just got to make the same amount of money tomorrow, and you pass the evaluation. So you got a 50% consistency rule on the Flex account. So she thinks I'm famous now, LOL. Shout out to Dr. Just John. Is he trading filler cavities? Oh man, he's an orthodontist, guys. So the dentist handle the cavities. I don't. You know, he is obviously an orthodontist. So orthodontists typically specialize in much more complex things than cavities, but. Love from India. Hey, we appreciate that. Somebody said the BDH orthodontist. That is correct, Devando. So we got Dr. Just John on tap. If we have any questions regarding my Invisalign journey. We'll make sure to drop them a line. You're getting some kind of pullback here. 29,677, guys. Is that like, so you're always kind of questioning, like, was that a pullback now to go lower, right? Was that just a drastic push up here to go lower? That's what it looks like at the moment. Pretty aggressive candle, but you got time left. 3 minutes and 13 seconds. You got the 1 hour candle that is currently bearish, chat. A lot of selling pressure. They kind of propped this thing up at the beginning of the candle, and we're finally starting to kind of get the bleed out to the downside, right? So you would have to kind of lean towards shorts still kind of being the move, and maybe targeting the lower 600s or middle 600s at least. Let's see, you got 676 back to 694. We head into 630s. Yeah, I mean, that's the box that I got mapped out down here. So that's the next level of interest. I think if we, it looks heavy. The 1 hour chart is bearish, chat, right? So I don't think you're looking for longs. I think you have to be looking for shorts, in my opinion. Maybe targeting break of the box towards 659. You got a minute 56 seconds left for this candle to close out, but it looks heavy, like there's going to be more downside kind of creeping in. Do you trade mean revergence? No, I do not. I trade price action and momentum. So I don't know. I've never heard of a mean reversion. Curious to see how this 5 minute candle closes out, chat. Got about a minute left. If you haven't already, do me a solid, guys. Hit the like button. If you're not subscribed to the channel, you know what to do. Right now we are sitting at 1,100 likes. So we got 30, almost 3,300 people tuned in to the show. So don't be shy. The trade is closed. Trump's begging for another deal. Yeah, every day is something, man, right? I mean, it's at this point, every day there's something else. So who knows? All right, there's that 670 level. Do we get more downside here, Chad, on the next candle? Maybe it pushes up, form a top wick, and then I think take off lower. That would be the thought process here that we got. We might have another short opportunity. Pretty strong kind of bearish candle that just closed out on the 5-minute chart. Got equal lows though, right? That is an equal low, chat. Very strange. Equal low with no top, no bottom wick on the previous candle, no bottom wick on this candle. RSI divergence with double bottom could be a reversal. Yeah, I mean you got equal lows there as well, right? So which could be a reversal kind of sign. So that was a pretty bearish candle though, chat. Previous candle was pretty bearish, so I think there could be more downside here. I think if you break that equal low needs to get broken, right? So you kind of hate that because you got an equal low sitting there, but it needs to get taken out. So you get down here 665 or so, then all of a sudden you're down in the bottom box. Keep in mind though, you got the new 1 hour candle getting ready to open up as well at 12 o'clock, chat. So DMONEY or Ginger or PW, can anyone please share the background music? Yeah, I can't be giving out my secrets. You're gonna be, I can imagine you streaming with DMONEY's tunes in the background, and that is very strange that you want to rock out to DMONEY's tunes here. Very concerned. Oh man, I'm just joking. It's actually deep focus music on YouTube. That's it. So all right, so 29,665. Kind of swipe that equal low, but push right back up, chat. So do you get follow through here to the downside for a short opportunity? Or do they give you the yoke right back up since it's a 1 hour candle closing? It feels a little iffy down here, right? With that bottom wick, feels a little iffy. I think they need to kind of take. I think if they can get back below 660, I think you might have a short. They need to break 660, chat. Got a minute and 8 seconds left on the current candle. Feels a little yoky. You would have to be quick on that trade, right? So people are always kind of questioning like what we're kind of looking at, but I think 660 break, it probably comes quick, and then all of a sudden we're down here 640 or lower, but they obviously need to hold that level. You run the risk of the 1 hour candle kind of closing out with some kind of pullback. So if you look at the 1 hour candle, we know we had a lot of selling pressure on it. Do they want to yoke it back up here, kind of going into the close? And then the next candle is the continuation candle for the move. You had about 132 points on that on the current candle's range. So we broke the equal low. And then you got 3 sec. All right, here's the new candle. Kind of nasty though, right? It's kind of doing what it, I feel like it's doing what it did over up here, chat, right? With all these top wicks before the drop. It's like literally starting to print those kind of candles. So if that's the case, you're probably going to get a bounce up. Kind of dig into that top wick, I think. Before going lower, it'll eventually probably go lower. So I think you wait, right? I mean, those wicks are choppity chop wicks. They're not continuation wicks. You know, if it starts breaking lows, that's another story, right? If it gets below 660, that's another story. These candles are killing me. Yeah, you got to be patient. I mean, it almost looks just like up here. I mean, you know, you look at the price action. We had the rejection for the short that we took. You had 20 plus points on a short. Had a clean rejection off 718. But you got to be aware of like the time as well, right? That this is the last 3 minutes before the 1 hour candle closes out. Somebody said they're doing 5-point scalps and getting out. Yeah, I mean, if that works for you, I mean, I don't know if that's, you know, do you wait for that or do you wait for just the new higher time frame candle kind of opening up? You got about 2 minutes. I think that's the move. Now, what I have noticed, chat, that the higher time frame has been moving in like the last like minute or two, right? It'll give you like a flush lower as an example. It's like crazy how they've been doing this. They wait till like the last seconds basically, and then they give you the move. But nothing wrong with waiting. When you say be aware of the 1 hour candle, can you elaborate? Yeah, so basically a lot of times when the higher time frame candle, like the 1 hour candle is getting ready to close out, you got 1 minute 28 seconds left. A lot of times, since it's a super bearish candle, they will push it back up, right? They'll push it back up and form a bottom wick. And then the next candle opens up and gives you the flush lower as an example, right? So you got to be aware that a lot of times the 1 hour and 4 hour candle closures, kind of going into those candles, you will get some kind of reversal back up in this case, right? Because the candle's obviously bearish. We got about 35 seconds left. Okay, chat, now you're seeing green candles. A flush could happen in like 20 minutes. Yeah, I mean, we don't know when it's going to happen, if they're going to give us the continuation. But here's the new 1 hour candle. Open it up, right? Maybe a push up, form a top wick. See, this is the 1 hour chart. So maybe it pushes up, forms some kind of top wick here. You probably anticipate a push to the upside here. And then you get some kind of continuation to go lower. So that, and it goes to the same thing, right, on the new candle. Like, do they need a wick? Do they want to form a top wick? So even though we're on the 5-minute chart, you still want to try to visualize what's happening, right? Kind of knowing the time, current time that you're trading, the time of session, all that, right? The higher time frame candles, are they push? You know, do they need a top wick before going lower? Because now you would probably think that if we are able to kind of lose these lows below 658, then that's the bleed out, right? Kind of continuation off the new 1 hour candle. Getting some kind of hesitation here, and you're getting some kind of rejection so far. Do we try a quick short, guys? I think so. Let it ride, right? Try a quick short. Can we get 10, 15 points? This is a 1 hour candle, so looking for like 10 points or more on a drop to the downside here. Have 5 points. Can we get 10 points plus? All right, there's right at it. Right at 10 points. We'll give it a second. It might chop it, guys, because it's probably going to push back up here. Needs to go, right? This is a 1 hour chart, so I'm not going to give it a ton of time. We know the 1 hour candle just opened. So you had close to 10 points and some chop suey here. So wanted a flush down to 633. Really? Same price again. All right, you got 10. There it is. There's the break, guys, to the downside there. Feel free to take profit as necessary. You got over 10 points on the trade. I wanted that low to get taken, 633, but I'm not going to be greedy here. I'll probably chop it, but you got over 10 points for the winner. If you get a one at 15 or so, but all right, I think we'll chop it, guys. Either way, nice trade, right? Nice short. So it is what it is. You got to be a little careful because it's so early in the 1 hour candle chat, and they can easily kind of yoke this thing back out of that level. So that's why I'm aware of that. Took the W. It is what it is. And the reason why I'm saying that is because you got to look to the left. Look to the left, right? The last time we were down here, we had to push right back up. So, and you got to know that the higher time frame just opened, and there's so much room up there that they could easily kind of want to get higher before going lower. So it wasn't looking for much there. I think we take the winner and be smart. Simple as that. So D was interviewed on TraderPod TV. You just saw the first couple of minutes, and he tells her about going to the bathroom. What are you talking about, man? Come on, man. Yeah. So did they release it, guys? Did they release it? Let's check real quick, right? There he is, Dr. Just John, guys, and this is his. So you're able to check him out at Winecrest Orthodontics in Texas. Here, it looks like they're in Plano, Texas. Dr. Just John, who is in the chat. There he is. Oh man, got celebrities in here. Sean Juke said he's in love. Well, we're going to give you a timeout because it sounds like obviously Dr. Just John has a girlfriend, and we will not tolerate any kind of foolery here. So we're going to give you a quick timeout, Sean Juke, on Real. There it is. 10-second timeout. Come back and do better. Come back and do better. You've had like 3... What was that, guys? You had what is that? 4 trades, winning trades back to back now, I think, or is it 3, chat? You had 2 15-pointers, a 20-pointer, and that trade. So that's actually 4 winning trades back to back. You had a 60-point trade earlier today. You had a 40-point trade earlier today. So you know the vibes. Hold on 1 second, chat. Yeah, I don't see it. Let me see something real quick here, guys. Where did you guys see the Tradeify episode? Mr. Wall Street on Tradeify, duh. Here we go. Yeah, we'll give you a timeout, sir. We'll give you a duh to the timeout room. There he is. Do better. Come back in about 10 seconds. Do better. On Real, chat. You got people like, oh man, give him a quick timeout. Got him. Yeah. Oh man, you got to push back up here, guys. This is why I wanted to kind of chop it, right? That trade. See how it pays to take it off. You got to know that you're in a support level, right? So there's the bounce from 652 right back up. So if you held that trying to get a break below, you got chopped. So On Trader Pot, dog. You gotta love it. Oh man. Can you look at US 100? No, I will not. We don't trade it, so I mean, there's no need to look at it. We're trading NASDAQ, NAS 100, to be honest. So, like, there's no, right? I mean, that's what we're trading. We're trading the futures market. I'm not trying to be rude to you, but I'm just keeping it real, right? We're not trading that. We're trading the futures market. So, we're trading prop firms. So, if you're new to the channel, maybe you're new. We're trading prop firms, and we're trying to use their capital to get payouts. So, this is the top 100 corporations. So if you're saying US 100, there's differences because you got the Forex market, and I think that's what you're probably kind of referring to, but we're trading NASDAQ. It's like crazy, man. All right, so is this the rejection for another short, guys? Maybe, right? Because it looks like almost like this pattern here. See how we had the strong push up, and then we had the instant rejection right back down, kind of telling you that the bulls or the bears are still in charge. And then you get a bleed out now below 648. I think the reversal when it hits 14 EMA, maybe. Yeah, maybe. But I mean, it could do it now. I'm not sure. You got to wait and find out. 15-minute chart. I mean, you got an indecisive 15-minute candle. You got a long top wick and long bottom wick. So I think anything is possible here. More ruffles behind you. Oh boy. Do you think the market is reflecting summer trading, or it might keep this way? Yeah, I mean, right now I think there's some obviously this week you got CPI. I think that's part of the chop, but also you have the war, right? There's some kind of back and forth on the war with Iran right now. Do me a solid, guys. If you haven't already, hit the like button. If you're not subscribed, you know what to do. We got 1,100 likes. Trying to get it up to 1,500. We had 1,400 likes yesterday. Just check that right now. So let me see real quick. check something here, guys. Oh man, when you guys get a second, you're able to check it out. Oh man, you gotta love it. I'm in a trade right now. All right, let me go to the bathroom real quick and close this out. Put my TP in profit and like let it ride. So it was a lot of that. I just got an $85,000 payout. Wow. From Funded Trader, and they were gone like that. There it is. Tradify TV, D-Money's on there.
Welcome
for the
to
Funded podcast.
Tradify, where we go deep with the people shaping the world of trading. Our guest today is Demarius, better known as D-Money. He's a trader who turns
You know the vibes. When you guys get a second after the streams today, make sure you check it out.
All right, D-Money, Demarius, welcome to Funded.
Thank you. There it is. Oh man, you gotta love it, guys. You gotta love it. So when you guys get a chance today in between streams, check it out. We got a break here obviously at 12:30. You're able to check that out. That is correct, Amondo. The person that was referring to the bathroom, we were talking about working in retail and going to the bathroom to literally close the trade out. So I've done all of that before. These guys, the chat, man, is crazy. The chat is undefeated. So, oh man. Appreciate the kind words. But yeah, I mean, we'll see what else happens here, guys. Don't you fear another competition trading day is near. I got Denny Dollars rocking out with me at 2 o'clock today, chat. That is correct, Amondo. So he will be in the building for day number 2 of the Legends battle. He's currently down 1,800. I'm down 700 and some change on the 25K account. We're able to trade 2 minis on that account. Shout out to Legends for making it happen. You want to make sure you are locked in for that. So, but yeah, I'll be rocking out today 2 to 4 with Denny Dollars, loves to holler. And we will see what the price action brings. Is this some kind of, look at this barcode, chat. I mean, on the 5-minute chart, this is cray. Is this a double bottom like forming, or is it like a rejection to go lower? Trading in a warehouse and losing connection mid-trade is a different level of anxiety. Yeah, I agree. Did you say there it is? No, I did not. No, I did not. It's a quadruple bottom. Yeah, it's starting to kind of, right? Either way, I mean, you got to be smart, but I mean, you've had, I mean, look at the 15-minute candle, chat. It looks weak. I mean, but you got a lot of time left, so you got to be aware, right? You got over 10 minutes, chat. Just be smart. You got Apex right now. You're running out of time for the legacy accounts, chat. Is this a rollover? Starting to kind of show some weakness here, but you're in a support area that we bounced from multiple times. But has the weakness kind of settled in now, and the bears take us down here to the bottom of the box, 29,630 or lower. So Apex running out of time for legacy accounts. You better act quick here. Using the code PW had you covered. The legacy accounts gives you the highest payouts, right? 20, 50K accounts are able to pull out 40,000 versus 30,000 on the new accounts using the code PW. It's going to give you the best deal. So, but yeah, I mean, there's the rejection. That 15-minute candle, long top wick, long bottom wick. I mean, you're kind of fighting this steroid candle that we had at 9:45, chat, right? That bottom wick, but it looks like it wants to take that out. You got another level down here off the higher time frame we mapped out beginning of the stream. Obviously the lower 600s down to like middle 500s. Yeah, this is a clean. I mean, see, the funny thing is all this chop, and we got an M pattern on the higher time frame 1 hour chart right now, right? There's clearly an M pattern, chat, that has kind of formed out, right? See how you got push up, kind of like a base, and then the drop. So that's an M pattern, clear as day. It looks like a McDonald's sign, arc, right? So one bazooka will kill the bears. Yeah, that's true. I mean, you got CPI tomorrow. NFP was a bullish print, so will CPI be the same? You got CPI tomorrow at 8:30. Need to be aware that is on the horizon. Hey, D-Money, would you trade before or after CPI? Yeah, it'll be after, chat, because I have my daughter tonight, so I won't be kind of interested in trading that, right? I'll wait until market open. I mean, maybe I'll bring my iPad in the car, and if I can catch something on the way in or whatever, right? But we'll see how that works. But kind of plan to trade the market open. Obviously, I'll be here streaming, because for the rest of the week, I'll be rocking out in the morning here, chat, right? 9 to 12:30, come back 2 to 4 with Denny Dollars. So D-Money, give me money now. What? Oh, man. We'll give you a timeout now for giggles. Come back in about 10 seconds. Do better. So, I mean, you've had multiple trades. There's nothing to do right now, right? We're literally back inside the range, kind of playing around. You look at the 2-minute chart. You can see the chop. It looks bearish, like they want to go lower. You know, maybe they melt these lows get us below 630 or so. But I mean, we put on a ton of trades here, in all honesty, chat, right? We've had I literally called out a 60-point winner, a 40-point plus winner. You just had a 20-point winning trade. You had 2 back-to-back 15-point winning trades. I think you had a 10-point winning trade or something like that. So there's probably 6 winners, and we had a few chop trades. So ah, man. And there it is. There's the break of the box. So now, all right, that low got taken out, chat, and you're probably anticipating this next box down here gets hit, right, at some point. Maybe they push it back up, kind of form that wick and then head lower. Top wick and then head lower. So you had a flush of that area, kind of pushing right back up. That's been the look at the push back up, chat, right? See, like if you didn't get short up here and you're trying to chase it, you just got chopped. You're kind of sitting through some drawdown, right? See, like that's what it's been doing. So what up, D? You good? Yeah, I'm good. How are you? D Money, can I spot you in the gym? You can spot the timeout. So there it is. Do better. Any concerns that PW? Somebody put in here. Any concerns that PW is opening up the BDH? Any concern that PW is abandoning the South Florida BDH for Cali? No. So look at the pushback up here, chat, right? NQ_BBL, he said that's a lot of timeouts today. Well, they were definitely deserved, in my opinion. So do you trade off fair value gaps at all? No, I do not. I personally do not. I'm not the streamer that's going to tell you that what works and what doesn't work. I'm just going to tell you that I've been trading for 10 years and I've thrown every dart at the wall and then finally realized that price action and momentum is the best way to trade. Anything other than that is, going to be a lagging indicator. Even the EMAs are a lagging indicator in full transparency, but you add those with momentum when you're trading, as an example. So price action and momentum is always going to be real time. So that's going to be the best way to trade. I'm not going to tell you what works and what doesn't work. I think in any trending market, a lot of things will work, right? When price is putting in higher highs and higher lows, a lot of strategies out there will work. When it's putting in lower highs and lower lows in a downtrend, a lot of strategies will work, right? So, but price action is always going to be the best indicator, momentum. even price action lags because you can only see it after it happens. Yeah, but Fun John, the thing is that it's not, that's not necessarily accurate though, man, right? So the candles, because you're never gonna get a perfect entry because price is always right. So you can try to get an ideal entry, but price is always moving. It's not staying still, right? So you can't do anything about that. The example that I'm making is that your bias is based off of momentum. So as an example, right, this strong bearish candle here broke through the consolidation range, and then the downtrend started right to the downside. That was the momentum candle, clearly, right? So that's gonna keep you on the right side of the market if you're trading where the momentum is, right? If that makes any sense. So indicators alone are not gonna be enough to kind of do that for you. So price action and indicator and momentum is always gonna be the best indicator to kind of trade with. That is like that's just how it works. Same thing here. Momentum in the market to the downside, strong momentum candle, large, super strong candle. Bearish, that's telling you that the momentum obviously is to the downside, right? So you would be trying to look for shorts. Simple as that. I mean, you keep it simple is what I'm saying. If you start adding in all these levels and, oh, there's a fair value gap here, the market's gonna respect. What's gonna happen, guys, when prices of momentum, it's gonna bust right through those fair value gaps that we're supposed to hold for you to get a bounce. Simple as that, right? It's gonna bust right through it because there's a lot of bearish momentum in the market. So I mean, you'll kind of see that. So you can price action is current real time as it gets. Yeah. And you have to kind of put all the pieces together because remember, chat, you're never gonna get more than what you're seeing on the screen, right? So we're not institutions, right? You don't have the funds to, the average trader does not have the funds to kind of go in and average into these positions that cause some of these whipsaw moves with momentum, right? So you're trying to join the big money in the direction that they're taking the market. And that's why you're using these, price action and momentum. Simple as that. And you'll see that as you kind of go through, right? And you're looking for clues. As an example, like if you missed a short here, you're looking for weakness after that momentum candle to the downside for an opportunity to get short. We actually caught a short here because we saw price rejecting off 718 with the long wicks, right? So that matches the bearish momentum here to the downside, so you're trying to get short. I mean, it's simple as that. So you gotta line everything up together. So that's why I don't, so like the EMAs, their confluence chat, like you're looking at them and you're like, okay, well, we're below the EMAs, so maybe we'll get more down, as an example, right? So, but momentum, like what's happening on the charts is what's gonna get you on the right side of the market, right? If you can kind of line as many things up in your favor, right? So like how I mapped out, if you think about it, right? We literally referenced for this short here that I took, we referenced the daily level that I mapped out. Oh, okay, we're rejecting off the daily level, right? You got all these long top wicks. That's telling you that there's a good possibility that we go lower, right? So you're adding, we're below the EMAs, right? We got a bearish EMA cross. We're below the EMAs. We rejected off of the daily level, 718, right? So all that stuff you're trying to add in real time, because remember, we're trading in real time. So that's where it gets a little tricky as well. We're trading in real time. So you got to try to add everything together. You can back test 24 hours a day, chat, but that's not going to give you what it feels like to trade it in full time, because you got to be able to apply it in full time, in real time, right? When you're trading in the market. So that's why I tell people, like, they're trying to paper trade. Paper trading is not really going to give you the emotion of having money on the line. You're probably better off getting a small challenge account or something where at least you paid for it, right? And you got money on the line. So and that's just what I've learned, chat, right? You can have another experience. You don't have to agree with it. You could trade whatever you want to trade, right? Because at the end of the day, it's your accounts. There's no right or wrong. It's your accounts. You decide, simple as that. But I'm just kind of telling you, from my 10 years of trading, I've had so many indicators on the screen that you couldn't even see the charts, chat. And I had to take them off because, I'm like, oh, it's a fair value got right here, and it busts right through it, right? Because price is in momentum, and that's what's gonna, or you got a higher time frame candle right now. Previous candle was super bearish, and you're only looking for longs, right? That could be an appetite for destruction without you're fighting the higher time frame, right? You're not integrating the higher time frame. You came into the market because some of these people out there, they will tell you, oh, you got to come into the market with a bias, right? You need to start your day off with a bias, either bullish or bearish. And momentum and price action needs to be, I think, your indicator for what direction you're probably looking for. Let price kind of open up, do its thing, and then you try to join in that direction. And that's why I say it all the time. So simple as that. Can you explain consistency rule? Yeah, I mean, it's pretty simple. You got to stay within the boundaries of the prop that you're trading. So, every prop is going to have some kind of consistency, either in evaluation, typically, maybe not in funded, but most of them have it at least in the evaluation phase. So it's pretty simple. You look at your profit target and you do that times your consistency rule, and that's your biggest profit day. So if you kind of look here at, we'll say Lucid, right now you got 30% off the daily plan. You can kind of see how on the Lucid daily plan right now, 50K account, 50% consistency rule, you got to make $3,000. Well, that's easy math. That means that you can pass it in 2 days, and in this example, you just divide the profit target by 2, and your biggest profit day, if you're looking to pass in 2 days, is $1,500 per day. I mean, simple as that. You can do 3,000 times 0.50, and that'll give you the same number, right? 1,500. So whatever your profit target is, do that times the consistency percentage. So if you got a 40%, like the Pro has in the funded, you got a 40% consistency. So if you're trying to make 3K as an example, you do that times 0.40, your biggest profit day can't be more than 1,200. That's it. It goes the same in evaluation, right? So yeah, simple as that. So now if you are above the consistency, you simply have to trade longer to get that consistency percentage back towards where the prop wants it, right? If you made too much money, you might have to lose money, right? Or you keep trading until you hit the consistency rule. So there it is. We're going to call it here, guys. I'll be back at 2 o'clock with Denny Dollars Makes You Holler. So pretty good morning session here, right? I think I had better price action than yesterday. So hopefully this afternoon we get decent price action. We got Denny going to be in the house. He rocked the overalls yesterday. He took the hat off. And we will see what he brings today. You never know what Denny Dollars is gonna bring, chat. But he did take the hat off yesterday, so did you see it? Oh man, there it is. Diddy took the hat off yesterday, and it was very bright in here, to say the least, chat. What is he gonna bring today? We will find out. Oh man, there it is. You never know what he's gonna bring, so make sure you're tuned in. Somebody said that we're mean. Well, Denny replied. Somebody had me riding a corn dog at a fair or something, and Denny replied to it. So I made sure I replied to his. Simple as that. So what are you talking about? So, but hey, we will be back. Make no mistake about it, guys. 2:00. Make sure you're locked and loaded, ready to go. We got the trading battle going on this afternoon. So on the way out, if you haven't already, guys, hit the like button. If you're not subscribed to the channel, you know what to do. Check out the Funded Tradeify Funded podcast. Should be up and running, I think, on their stream. You're able to check that out. So you know the vibes. So be smart, be safe. I'll catch you guys at 2:00 on the next stream. Until then, we gone.